Yay! All right. Hello. Welcome to my new way of engaging. If I haven't met you already, my name's Dana. It's nice to meet you. And I recently rebranded myself and have multiple areas that I provide coaching in. As a wellness coach, I offer nutritional guidance or education, and I also love gratitude. So I'm a gratitude coach and I'm a mountain bike coach, so welcome. I love this new format. I'm practicing with it, so please forgive me if it's not perfect, but it's really awkward for me to hold a phone in front of my face and do the selfie thing, but I love being able to interact and move around a little bit, and then I have my new whiteboard, so welcome. Today I want to discuss, so last Thursday or Friday, talked a little bit about intro to macro counting, which in my opinion is the reason that all successful nutritional programs are successful. So things like paleo or keto or other programs that successfully help people manage their physical health. And just a disclaimer, I believe that whole health is mental and emotional and physical. Like, you can't just go to the gym and eat healthy and be healthy. You need all the modalities, or all the areas. But for physical health purposes, I do believe that nutrition is 80% of the game, and understanding nutrition really isn't as complicated as everyone makes it. We just like to complicate it. So I'm here to help simplify it a little bit. Macros. So let's just do a quick review. A calorie, which is what we used to think, calories in, calories out, doesn't matter the quality or the quantity, or quantity counted, but not quality. So nutritional density is, in the last, 5 or 10 years, relatively new to the scene of common nutritional language. So let's just review really quick. A calorie is a unit of measurement for the energy that we are intaking or giving away through activity or just being alive. So calorie is a unit of energy, measurement of energy. Okay, there are 3 ways to consume calories, and those are our macros. And the 3 ones are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Those are our 3 macros. And we're not going to talk about proteins or fats today. You can stay tuned for the next session. But today we are going to talk about carbohydrates. So anything that is not a protein or a fat falls under carbohydrates. That includes sugars, fiber, preservatives. My spelling may be off a little bit. Preservatives. Water content can sometimes be in the carb space, not necessarily a count, but space. Or fluids, I guess. So anything that is not a protein or a fat is in the carbohydrate realm. So when people are counting carbs, there needs to be the next question asked of, how are these carbs impacting me? Because not all carbs are created equal. Some carbs, we need to be asking, what's the glycemic index? So glycemic index. And we need to be asking what kinds of vitamins and minerals they carry, if any. There are several, actually, veggies and fruits out there that are really low on their vitamin content. And then what the number of sugars are. So you can have a low glycemic food, but if you eat 100 of those, they're still going to be high in sugar. So really what the sugar count is. So these are things that we need to be covering when we're talking about carbs. And for every gram of carbs that you eat, it's 4 calories. So the energy density is actually pretty low if you're only doing 1 gram, but if you're eating, so majority of our food actually is in carbohydrate form, especially if you're eating packaged foods and you're not paying attention to the label, this number accelerates and increases really rapidly. So when I'm coaching and sharing information about nutrition, I love to highlight what carbs are. They're not just sugars. They cover anything and everything that's in a food that is not a protein or a fat. And I want to know, how is it going to be affecting my blood sugar? So is it going to be asking me to dump a lot of insulin or a little bit of insulin? I want to know the nutritional density. So am I getting a lot of bang for my buck when I'm eating this carbohydrate? Because our cells need more than just sugar, protein, and fats to recover. Their whole building block system actually needs all of the vitamins and minerals. The sugar count, so this is more where we're talking about the calorie is going to come in, right? So how much energy do I need and how active am I being? So maybe one day I'm going to be out and super active, so I'm going to need more, but the next day I'm going to be less active, so I'm going to need less. Nutrition is dynamic based on our activity levels, our metabolism, and then different things that we have within us based on our bodies. So it is dynamic, and we need to be thinking about these 4 things when we're looking at carbohydrates. So that's my wrap for the first round of Intro to Macro Counting. It's more layered than this, but once you get the basic concepts, it's a lot, and you practice asking the questions, it becomes a lot easier. So in session 2 and 3, when we cover proteins and fats, I will recap carbs just to make sure that you remember as we go along and have a little bit of refreshing. So if you're watching this, I'd love a heart, I'd love a live. I can't see who's on because I'm looking into the camera and I forgot to set up my computer so I could interact, but I'll do that next time. I'm in training, right? Training means progress is not perfection. Progress is more important. And if you're watching the replay, I'd love a #replay. At any time, if you have questions, please reach out. My email is danaspurleycoaching@gmail.com, or you can PM me. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I work with people in their lives with. I can either do the whole array of wellness coaching, or one particular area like gratitude or mindset or some nutrition education. But that's it for today. I'm so stoked to have you with me, and I will catch you next time. Bye.